Alright, hello and welcome everyone. This is BUDCAST episode 19. I am Steve Bud, and here again with me today is CC13.
Yo.
How's it going, dude?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing alright. What kind of game we got?
We got a 1v1 Space Marines and Eldar. One of my favorite matchups, personally.
It's
Cannot go wrong.
It's one of my most frightening matchups is Eldar, man. Oh, that's so scary.
Yeah, it's intense. On the southern flank, we have Paranoid, Doubt 2, GR, Moderator, Admin, whatever you want to call him.
Force Commander.
Yeah, as Force Commander. And in the north, we have Lindonin as farseer. And I haven't seen him in a while, but it's good to see him play again.
Yeah, totally. He's been around for quite a while on GR and stuff. So yeah, two cool dudes. So yeah, let's get this replay going. I'm at 6 seconds. Let's start it in 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, Force Commander, man. I just think that he has the advantage in this matchup. I'm just gonna say. Right.
Well, Force Commander has an advantage in any matchup. I mean, it's Force Commander, right? Yeah. The guy's total boss. I mean, if you deck him out, especially with some of the early tier 1 war gears, like the Halo,
Iron
Halo Shield,
yeah.
Iron Halo, God.
Iron Halo.
I'm killing myself here. Iron Halo and then Artificer's Armor, just in tier 1 alone, he becomes pretty tanky.
Yeah.
Hard, and that's especially hard to deal with Eldar, because the only way you're going to get him off the field is basically sacrifice models.
Yeah, and they did nerf the Armor of Alacrity, right? So they made it way more expensive. So
yeah.
We might see Iron Halo come out before that, but definitely, I'm definitely expecting to see some kind of tier 1 war gear on Force Commander. It's so good in this matchup, especially if you can just keep up with these Howling Banshees and just like shoot them in the face or something. I don't know.
Definitely. Maybe even Power Sword. For only 20 power, it does pretty well versus like these. Well, I mean, it does well versus anything, but you can pick off models pretty quick with it.
Yeah, I mean, I would just get the Alacrity, to be honest, just kind of old school, and keep them in range of the Eldars. They kind of kite them around.
Right. I mean, Farseer also has some really good war gear for this matchup. And we're talking Ghost Helm here. That thing, if he gets that, it's going to be really painful on tax and ASM.
Yeah, Lindonin does have to be really careful with these Howling Banshees, but luckily enough, he doesn't lose any models, so he's gonna kind of have to wait to use those Howling Banshees until he has this Shuriken Cannon come out and really get some map control with it.
Definitely.
Because naked Banshees, dude, they're not gonna do much against some tax.
They're not known to stand against unrelenting forces, no. But with this map in particular, hopefully we'll see him be able to use some of the walls to his advantage and get those Banshees in to melee combat where otherwise they may not be able to.
Yeah, I mean, this Quest Heresies map, man, it's either like your best friend or your worst nightmare.
Yeah.
I feel.
I remember countless games of playing Chaos Lord on this map, and it's just so easy to dominate because you can just sit behind the walls and poke your head out, shoot with like a combi flame, or go behind the wall again. Just so annoying to play against. And I mean, even here, like we're seeing a Shuriken. He buys one Shuriken. That's like 70% of the map under his control.
Instant, just midfield, just his.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't think the map's imbalanced towards anyone. I think it's just it can feel really imbalanced if you use it to your advantage.
I don't know, man. I think if you just go 2 Sentinels IG, you can't lose on this map.
Yeah,
if you lose, you screwed up.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult. But
I'm just gonna say that I said that and I said my piece.
I think also though it's pretty easy to get gen bashes off.
Yeah.
I
don't know. It's kind of like it is a little bit like at the distance is like it's not that close, but
it's easy to defend. But I feel like if you win an engagement, you're gonna be able to bash your opponent's power.
I don't know. I mean, maybe
so close.
when it's kind of later game, definitely. But I think there's a lot less early game power harass on this map for sure. Because you can only come at it from this one little direction, and it doesn't take much to really push you off.
All right, yeah. In tier 1, yeah, it's probably pretty difficult.
But I like Lindonin's choice here. Instead of going 2 Shurikens, which we kind of would normally see, especially with these Assault Space Marines out, he goes for the Rangers. And I really like that because since he's not Force Commander, the little Ranger shots are really gonna be felt here by Paranoid.
These ASM gonna have to jump out,
Yeah.
and they do.
Yeah, and that's really
Lose a
unfortunate.
second model.
Yeah, 2
That
ASM
sucks.
models go down. That's really expensive. It's not what he wanted to do at all.
No.
And I'm still surprised these Howling Banshees are on the field, man.
Well, its farseer is upgrading Spirit Stones, so he's probably hoping he doesn't lose 20 models and you just heal him up afterward.
Yeah.
But yeah, interesting Ranger build. I always support the choice of Rangers in any matchup.
Yeah.
As long as you can micro them well, they're gonna cause the
I don't know,
most
like,
annoying things to your opponent.
they're really good against Space Marine, right?
Well, with
If
2
you're kinda-
scouts too.
Yeah, when they have 2 scouts,
Yeah.
and you can kind of be a little bit aggressive with them.
Definitely.
But yeah, especially against this Force Commander, man, like, he can't just heal through it or like have his heal aura just like negate the Ranger shots. So I think it's definitely a good choice.
Yeah, it's gonna give him the map control that he also needs. Especially versus double scouts, because basically what Paranoid's saying is, I'm gonna have my Force Commander, my Tacticals, my ASM, and I'm gonna ram them up the center of your army and try and win, while my scouts flank and cap, which is what he's doing now. He's sending his scouts over the side, cap the VP.
Yeah.
His other scout will probably try and ninja cap something, because I mean they're not gonna add that much DPS to the fight.
Yeah, but what he could do is he can just get 1 shotgun. That's all he needs to do. And
Yeah.
that's so devastating against Banshees, especially after like ASM jumps on him already. Like having the second
Yeah.
knockdown will save his ASMs from dying.
Yeah, I mean, it depends how much power he wants to invest, but if he's not going to buy shotguns or a Sarge on him, then he should just keep capping with him, which is what he's doing now.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just like ASMs versus Banshees is so like
It's close.
It's razor thin, man, and just
Oh,
having
yeah.
that one more knockdown, especially because like the ASMs might have to jump on the Shuriken just to close the distance. Yeah, and oh my God, oh, Assault Space Marines get down pretty low, only losing 1 model, but still, you don't want to lose models of of Assault Space Marines at any time. Just,
Yeah.
it's never cool.
He does have the Iron Halo on his Force Commander now, so
Oh yeah.
that's going to be pretty hard to force off.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's just gonna have to split between going after the Shuriken and the Banshees, pretty much. And he's been doing a good job with his scouts here, like you were saying, just kind of
Yeah.
backcapping, getting that map control. But I'd really like him to actually win some engagements here.
Just flanking the Shuriken with the scouts, force melee.
Yep.
Spirit Stones went off though, so they're not going to be able to do too much. Probably going to have to get out soon.
Karate chop. Ooh.
They're buying time for his Force Commander.
Yeah,
though.
but ooh, losing 2 models for I don't know. He's not really getting too much map control. I guess this scout on the right is getting the VP, but I don't know.
It's also buying time for his ASM and Tacticals to heal up, and they'll be back in the middle by the time Lindonin's also there.
Yep. So both players go in tier 2. Lindonin's gonna reach it a little faster than Paranoid here. But I'm kind of interested to see what they're gonna pick for their tier 2 choices. I don't know, what would you recommend here?
I mean, I would almost... There's 2 routes I think Paranoid could go down. One is he could go down a more upgrade-oriented path and just upgrade the units he has, or he could go for something larger. But yeah, we have a major fight in the middle. So
Yeah, I don't think that that jump on the Assault Space Marines was that great of an idea.
gonna lose 2 more models
Lose
again.
2 more models, and like I don't know if this Farseer had Ghost Helm, we could probably take out all the ASMs. But yeah, just not the right time to jump. Spear Stone's coming in, and keeping the Banshees on the field. I don't know if he saw that coming or not, but yeah, the Banshees, man, have just been on the field for too long.
Yeah,
for
I think
Paranoid.
he definitely needs to use these scouts more as a fight-oriented unit.
Yeah.
Definitely, I would like to see some shotguns and sergeants. Sergeants for the grenade and just the extra DPS.
Just something, yeah, because these Banshees, man, they've just been on the field for too long. Oh,
Yeah,
oh man, and the kinetic shot on the tax.
Very nice.
Banshee's just
And they're gonna
running in
get
the
a pick.
range, and the Exarch gets the sync kill. I'm happy about that.
Exarch tells tactical model who's boss right there.
Ooh, but losing a model here to the Force Commander. Are they finally gonna get forced off the field, or are they just gonna hit that power node to death?
They're gonna make the Force Commander run a little bit more.
Finally off the field.
Get some cardio workout. We're gonna see a Dreadnought out from Paranoid.
Ooh.
So it looks like he's gonna skip most of the unit upgrades. Probably see a Assault Space Marine Sergeant eventually, but for now he's low on resources.
Yeah, he hasn't even tried reinforcing his assault squad. He's going for that
Yeah.
the Dreadnought right off. I think that's kind of a good idea, to be honest, because it's going to take a while for Lindonin to get anti-vehicle at this point. I mean, Eldar always kind of has a little bit of trouble with it.
And he is going tier 3, so...
And he is going straight tier 3.
This Dreadnought could really catch him off guard here.
I don't know. Is that a mistake? Did he accidentally do that? I don't know. He's floating a lot, so maybe he's planning on just keeping his power farm up.
Yeah, you can do this with Eldar. You can rush basically to an avatar from tier 1. It's not impossible, but it really comes down to how much this Dreadnought's going to push him off right here.
Yeah.
If it pushes him off and just kills his gen farm, he's going to be in some trouble.
I mean, I think Paranoid did a really good job picking the Dreadnought, man. Because there's nothing on the field for a minute that can do anything against it, and you can regain map control. So all those Assault Space Marine losses and that kind of early game is kind of negligible at this point. Yeah, and that the Dreadnought burning the ground under those two generators is gonna get him.
I'm surprised his ASM didn't attack these Rangers, but
yeah,
that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, we have Lindonin with the Shuri Banshee flank on the left.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on over here.
I would assume he's going to gen bash, but yeah, we'll see.
But it looks like Paranoid's going to see the Banshees pass through the VP, so...
If you're going to burn my gens, you can't have any either. That's the model.
Force Commander's going back, trying to kind of deal with this. I don't know. It's not a really good spot for a Shuriken.
No, it's going to have to be really careful. There's a Dreadnought directly in its retreat path.
Yeah, that is true.
And a Force Commander.
I mean, the Dreadnought, look at him, man, and just like nothing to even try to stop him. He just burns down all of Lindonin's natural.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Lindonin actually just takes this gen farm.
Yeah, I mean, I would recommend it.
He's actually fairly close to an avatar. If he just steals the gen farm for like a few more minutes, that's his avatar. But
yeah, that's true.
Nope, he's going Warp Spiders. So much for my secret strategy, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that Warp Spider is the greatest choice, because what's the point of going tier 3 then, right?
The Shuriken's in some serious trouble. The Force Commander with a Thunderhammer, and the Dreadnought's in its retreat path.
But that Dreadnought, is he going to get it? He's going to get it! He's going to stomp!
He should get it.
Just one more punch.
What? Attack it! What are you doing?
No!
Oh, man.
So the Feudal Stomp, buying himself time for no reason at all. He's not even going to take a punch.
Asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, man. I would fire this Dreadnought, that's for sure.
The driver had a little too many last night, so...
Yeah, but I mean, both players, they traded all their power, but I think Paranoid's going to come out on top because Lindonin's stuck in tier 3 with no power to spend.
Yeah, and he's basically doing all Eldar players do when you have no power and there's a vehicle.
But surprisingly, though, Farseer, though, has the Armor of Time. So, we're going to see the Time Field. Yeah, Time Field coming
That is the most annoying war gear to play against.
It's probably the best war gear in the game.
Yeah, as far as
it really is.
Overall power, it's ridiculous.
And you could just totally destroy vehicles, just totally catch them off.
You can destroy anything if it gets caught in it, and it combos so well with so many Eldar units. Like, I mean, D cannons, Bright Lances, Shuri platforms—they all work wonders with time.
Yeah, so I'm waiting to see the Time Field and gank on this Dreadnought, or maybe even Banshees or something.
Yeah, like Time Field, set up the Bright Lance and guide it. Dead Dreadnought.
Yep. I mean, especially because he can combo with the Warp Spider grenade, so he's got enough to deal with this Dreadnought, and we might even see a Seeing Spear eventually, just because it's kind of all around good war gear against Space Marines. So
yeah,
I'm kind of worried about that this Dreadnought at this point. I'd be careful about throwing it into melee, that's for sure. Maybe upgrade it with a Melta gun or Assault Cannon.
I think at this point, Paranoid needs something that's a little longer range.
Yeah.
Like he has, once he gets into an engagement, he can handle it. He has ASM with the Sarge. He has this Dreadnought that can just wreak havoc. But at the moment, he just can't get into an engagement because his Bright Lance and Rangers and Shuriken and War Spiders are all such long range that they can just kite him around the map all the time.
Yeah, he either needs to split his units or kind of just fight not in the middle where line of sight is just open to Lindonin here. But yeah, we're going to see a engagement come down here pretty soon.
Yeah.
So that Force Commander needs to get over here too.
And he has a good amount of resources. Looks like he's trying to go tier 3, but I don't know. I feel like I want to say a second Dreadnought, but
It would be devastating, though. I mean, I don't know. Maybe a librarian. I don't know. Maybe some shotgun scouts finally, but no.
yeah, even if he just got double shotgun, double sarge, it could do some real damage at this
Assault
point.
Space Marines jumping in on the Shuriken, but they're already at half health when the Banshees engage. So they're
Force
not
Commander
gonna do
knockback.
that much. Time Field on the Dreadnought with the Bright Lance on.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Are we gonna see a Haywire too? No Haywire apparently. Okay, he doesn't want to jump. Just wants to focus his Force Commander.
Ooh, Force
Goes
Commander
down.
Goes down though. That's not what he needs to be doing. Just throwing
No, that's
his
a huge
Force
loss.
Commander. Yeah, it's not. Oh, but we see the Assault Cannon on the Dreadnought.
Barrage right on the Banshees.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh man.
They get healed up immediately though. They're just gonna charge back on these attacks. Haywire goes off. Yeah, Paranoid.
See if that Dreadnought can get out. I mean, these Banshees gonna. Yeah, the Dreadnought doesn't have his stomp anymore, so Banshees are kinda...
Oh, guided Bright Lance from way across the
Whoa.
field. Watch out.
That's awesome to see if the Force Commander can save the Dreadnought.
Yeah, he should be able to. He's got the chain knockback, so.
Awesome. So, yeah, not too much of a good engagement again for Paranoid. I'm not just crazy about his like his engagement kind of strategies here. Like, he doesn't have teleport pack, which I would really recommend, so he didn't have to waste his jump on his ASMs on the Shuriken.
Yeah.
Especially without the scout shotgun, man, because without the knockdown on the Banshees, they're gonna just destroy your ASMs.
Yeah, he needs something else to deal with these Banshees.
I mean, he did go Thunderhammer though, so if he can get the Force Commander on him and get that the ability off, just chain knockdown, man.
Lindonin, he's a veteran Eldar player and he knows how to use his Banshees. And every time that Force Commander's gone up in there with the hammer, he's basically he's retreated his Banshees. He's moved them back.
Yeah.
And just waited until that wears off because he knows he can't fight that. And so he's done a really good job of kiting with these Banshees and keeping him healed up.
Yeah, and this is what I'm talking about the map, man. It's just like, what are you gonna do at this point if you're Paranoid?
And time field is just you can't do anything versus.
Oh, I mean, I would like him to walk it away. And the Haywire is gonna go off, and I'm really scared for this Dreadnought at this point.
Yeah.
There's the mass retreat, so nothing even to tie up the Banshees a little bit.
He went double snipers, so he didn't have any knockback.
Oh, and the Force Commander coming in with the chain knockdown. Is it gonna be enough to save the Dreadnought?
60 HP.
Oh man.
ASM are gonna jump to.
Oh.
Singeing Spear though on
Man.
the farseer.
Yeah, Seeing Spear and Banshee X-Star
Oh, man, it goes down.
gets the death blow on the Dreadnought. Ooh, yeah.
That's a huge loss.
That was ParanoidKami's kind of.
If he can get this farseer, that's also pretty. Oh, it gets away barely.
Ooh, and just jumps him right into the Shuriken. Oh, and just ParanoidKami is just hating this map at this point. he has to kind of push mid, and there's just so much there, kind of blocking his advances. There's not really much he can do.
GG call out.
And he calls the GG.
Wow. I mean, a fairly preemptive GG, but it's probably fair. It's fair. I mean, he knows that without that Dreadnought, there's no way he can push versus.
Yeah, I mean, and he knows Lindonin is tier 3. He had the time field on the Farseer, so he was probably scared something was going to come out. Avatar.
And he has no gen farm, so he doesn't really have a counter.
Yeah,
so that Avatar a few minutes away.
I don't know. He had it for a while, man. He did a really good job with map control at the beginning with his scouts, but just not upgrading them to shotgun and kind of jumping his ASMs in at kind of the wrong place, kind of wrong time. I think kind of did him in.
Yeah, he took a little too many losses on his ASM and tacticals, and also he got a little unlucky in that he lost two ASM sergeants, and I think he lost a sergeant on his tacticals, and that's a lot of money put into stuff that just doesn't come back again. So that really hurts as well.
Yeah, I mean, I really like Lindonin's use of time field armor. How do you say it? Armor of Assyrian?
Assyrian, yeah.
Assyrian, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that thing is deadly. It's impossible to do anything against.
Yeah, guide Bright Lance, man.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, we don't get to see that too often, but it worked for him.
But yeah, this is a good game. I'm glad to see these players actually posting replays and giving us a little something to cast. Yeah, it wasn't the longest game, but it was still pretty good. Fun to watch. So yeah, this is BUDCAST episode 19. I'm Steve Bud, and CC13 is with me again tonight. Yeah, so thanks for watching, you guys, and see you next time.
See you guys.
Peace.